Hello! Is this even... Have I unmuted myself? Yes, I have. How's it going, Killer Jask? It's been a while, yes. We are cooking today. Some... Damn, this thing is dusty, yeah. I'm gonna put it in the washing machine. Anyways. Today, on the menu, Finnish man cooking is always the best. Absolutely. Have you eaten today? And if so, what have you eaten? Let me get my chats visible here, and I got time for watching Twitch. Awesome. I do also multi-stream on YouTube as well, but Twitch is always preferred. Twitch is always preferred. Right, let me put this thing. It's empty for now. Cast iron thingy in the oven. That's where the bread will be put, because today I'm making some sourdough bread. Sourdough bread and some lentil soup. I'll also prepare some more sourdough dough. While we wait for stuff, because gotta have something to do, right? Twitch is better. Twitch has good sides and also some bad sides, but you get the channel point redeems and stuff on Twitch, which I really love. I love that system. Right. That's in the oven heating up. Let me show you what the star of today's show looks like. Just love bread. I mean, bread is quite great. Ha! I don't know how well this shows. I'm also streaming to YouTube Shorts feed. Oh, that's kinda... looks like that's a decent enough spot for that. Ah, look at that beautiful dough. It's looking nice, and it's smelling very, very sourdoughy. So it should turn out. It should turn out fairly good, as long as I don't mess up baking it. But now's not the time for that just yet. Let me take... I don't know which one to... I want to have an energy drink. But they were on sale, so I bought two different flavors. I don't know if I want the mango or the Pacific Punch right now. Thumbs up emoji, thank you. I don't know. I haven't had Mango Loco in a long time, so I think I'll go with that today. Everyone can tell me how wrong I am in this choice. This is a decent one though. I like the flavor of mangoes and all mango flavored drinks as well. But yeah, the sourdough is... I did not make the starter. I got it from my brother's family. His wife has had a successful sourdough starter going, so I convinced them to give me a little bit of that. Actually have a bit of it here. Very bubbly, active. I used this to actually for making the thumbnail of the YouTube stream. Because I've gotten back into doing that, of course, since I'm streaming on YouTube. That's some nice infant bread. I guess that's one way to put it. Ah, this is good. It's not as good as the Pacific Punch, but still good. It's still good. It is still very good. Right, so it's gonna take like 15 or so minutes for the pot thingy to heat up. Yeah. It's gonna heat up a little better if I actually turn on the oven. Oh well. Now it's easy to look. Once it's half past 5, then I can put it in the oven. I will need to remember to have this here, or else this desk, the counter will. Oh, you can see a little bit here. This one is way more burned. I pretty much use these 2 cutting boards. I pretty much use as just something to put under hot pans and stuff. I don't understand the PC setup. You don't understand the PC setup. What is there not to understand? Do you want to see a little bit of it? Right, so can I actually please droid cam, can I please see what I am looking at? There we go. Right, there's my monitor. Oh my god, it's not showing me. It's not showing me. Let me switch over to OBS so that I can actually see what I'm showing. Right. Here is the receiver for my wireless microphone. I hope the quality is good. I had to change it down to use like a high pass filter, because the last time I did a cooking stream, right, the music from my earbuds came through the microphone and I got copyright claim on YouTube for that. No, on Twitch. YouTube doesn't support the same thing as Twitch. Right, you can see the floor with the... There's some flour there from preparing the dough. I didn't clean. Then we got a HDMI splitter that I actually bought back in the day for streaming PS3 games. Then we got some paper towels over there. A long extension cord. Of course, this is by the way a 10 meter USB 2.0 extension. That's why it's got a phone charger there. It needs some extra power. I can't show the camera. It's an old it's an old phone. It's a good quality mic, not Xbox 360 times mic. Oh, good. I have put a lot of thought into the mic setup. Like I've got like some equalizers to get this. This is still a 30-euro wireless microphone. So as you can see, the cables are going upstairs. But yeah, this is an HDMI splitter that I bought for PS3 streaming. That strips out HDCP from the signal. It goes into a HDMI to DVI adapter, since well, this monitor doesn't support HDMI. This is such an old monitor. And then we got the €5 keyboard and mouse combo. And I complain about how bad they are, and then I remember how cheap they are. They do the job. That's one small kitchen setup plus monitor. I mean, the kitchen goes on for a little further. I don't know if I want to show all the mess. It goes beyond the sink, but there's just too much of a mess in there. Maybe I did like a Frosty Tools thing, right? It gave like a streamer info card. It had weak to health inspector, but maybe it wasn't all that wrong. Nah, I do keep all the counters and stuff clean. There's just like empty bottles and stuff there, and some dishes that are waiting to be put in the dishwasher once I empty it out, probably after the stream. If I had been smart, I would have emptied it out before the stream, so that I could directly put all the dishes that I'm gonna create here into the dishwasher, but I don't have the brain capacity to think that much forward. That is one mess of cable management, but whatever works. Yeah, I've been thinking if there is a way to get like a video signal, even if it's not HD, through... I mean, there's probably some way, but through Ethernet, since I do have some proper Ethernet switchboard over here, if I show once again. Also, why did you put me in jail, Xele? How could you? But yeah. Do I have any... No personal information here. Yeah, good. As long as I don't show the information on my electric box thingy. But yeah, I got a proper internal home network. And the drill battery here for some reason. And the GPU cooler. The random things in my kitchen cabinets. Misclick. Yeah, sure. Oh, I'd forgotten to turn on Karasupong. Let me fix that redeem for you real quick, Jask. But yeah, I could easily get... There's plenty of space for a monitor up in the cabinet here. That would get rid of... Well, that would get rid of the requirement for the long HDMI cable. Connecting the VTuber studio. Oh. Ready? Yes, let's go. Let me get your throw 2.0 here. But yeah, I've never... Ouch. I've never looked too deep into it, actually, if a video over Ethernet is a easily done thing. Like, let me see. I had a little bit of a scheduling thing for today's stream as well. I gotta start doing that for the cooking stream so that I don't do all the stuff in 1 hour and then I'm just like, oh, well, now what? I streamed for an hour, I guess. Right. I doubt that... I don't think there would be enough bandwidth for HDMI. Oh, wait. Oh, 130 euros. I am not paying that much. I will gladly carry down... I mean, I can just buy a long-ass HDMI cable as well and just route it over the ceiling or something. Because I'm not paying 130 euros to be able to do that. Yeah. I'm... That's... Maybe from China or something. What about DVI since... Or VGA? No. It's gotta be DVI. DVI Ethernet Extended. Why are you locked up? Why is Dragon locked up? Apparently a misclick, according to Xele. Also, by the way, how are you doing, Xele? And how are you doing playing Ice Dragon? These are even more expensive. The DVI ones are like 700 euros. Okay, I guess I'll just have to buy a long HDMI cable. Okay, there would be 20 euros for a 15-meter HDMI cable. That could work. That could work. I gotta look into that. Do proper routing. My current HDMI cable, I believe that's just a 10 meter as well. Just like the USB cable. Not much. Yeah, yes, box. Nice, nice. Good to hear. 5 more minutes until these are heated up. Ooh. I don't know what my parents had done. They had borrowed that cast iron kettle. Yes, that's what it's called. They had borrowed it. It was so sticky. They probably put some very thick layer of oil in there while it was still hot. That's what I imagine happened. Which I never do that. With my cast iron pan, I let it cool down. I wash it with dish soap, because nowadays dish soap doesn't have lye, so you can use it on cast iron. It won't mess up the seasoning. And then I put a very thin coat of oil on it once it's dry. It hasn't rusted. It's got a very non-sticky surface. So it's a working strategy. Now the first few sips of the mango logo were like, okay, this is good, but now I'm sad that I didn't open the Pacific Punch. I don't think this is, I think, the first time I've ever bought lentils. But according to the internet, lentil soup is a nice thing. So I'll give it a try. The recipe that I have has a lot of spices. Maybe add a little bit of chili to it so that it's a bit spicy as well. I think it can be a nice food, but what I'm worried over is lentils have a decent amount of protein. Yeah. So I guess it's gonna have enough protein. I would have to eat some beef jerky to supplement that. Though I might still eat beef jerky even though it has enough protein in the food itself. Just because beef jerky is very delicious. Right. Let me get my grill barbecue gloves ready here. I should probably get the dough out as well. Keyboard can be... Having the monitor up in the cabinet would also help with desk space as well. Okay, let me move that away. As well as those. I will need some kind of a I think Google has a timer. Does this have like a some kind of a sound to it? Oh, Jesus. That is very loud, but I guess it works. Okay. Mm. It'll at first be 20 minutes with the lid on. Yeah, that's how it works. All right, so let's get the dough out here. Where's all my knives? There it is. I will also need this very important tool. All right, is this on frame? Now it should be. Whoa. Yeah, there was definitely a lot of oil in there. Maybe it's a good idea to keep the gloves on while I drop this in there. Ah, perfect. I might want to get rid of a bit of the flour on the top. Then this knife is not very sharp. I doubt that was not very symmetrical at all. Right, into the oven it goes for 20 minutes, then we take off the lid and it'll be there for another 20, I think. Right. Hold up. Okay. I figured I need to lower down the temperature a little, because having that in there for 40 minutes at 250 degrees is probably gonna end up in a very, very burnt bread, I would say. Oh, thanks for the head pats, Flaming Ice Dragon. Big appreciate. Right. I guess now is a good time to prepare the other dough that I have I was gonna make for a later time. Just a moment. Right. I need I need a bowl. Do I have a bowl? Yes, I do. I think this is too small. This is good. Yes. Right. Well, let me pull out the scale because I need to get a good amount of ingredients here, starting from the starter. That's in frame, right? Yes, I think. Perfect. Water. It's extremely precise work right here. It really wouldn't have to be, but whatever. Oh, I put a bit much water. That should be fine though. I'll just pour it out, since I already have this. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna need the full amount. Ooh. But yeah, the Frosty Tools bot thingy that gave like the streamer info card, just weak against health inspector. That reminds me of back in culinary school. I don't remember what the reason was. It was probably end of the term or something. But we ended up cleaning up, like deep cleaning the kitchen. And some people found mushrooms growing in a cabinet. Like at the back of a cabinet. Like, how dirty does the kitchen have to be for mushrooms to start growing? Just crazy work. Letting it get to that point. Right. Damn. It's very sticky. It is extremely sticky. Now I gotta wait, let it rest and hydrate for like half an hour or something. Something like that. It will, when it's hydrating, it will get it will start developing the gluten structure. Yes, that's what I was looking for. Free mushrooms for food, though. I don't think they were edible mushrooms. I don't think they were very, or at least, well, I don't eat any mushrooms, but I especially wouldn't have eaten those mushrooms. Though, I guess every mushroom is edible at least once. Right. Right. I guess I could start working on the stuff for the soup, like my cutting board is over here. I haven't washed my cutting board. I love wooden cutting boards, but I hate having to wash them. There we go. Perfect. Oh no, the cutting board is all wet. Very annoying. Right. I think for this onions or onion, some garlic. I bought the single clove garlics. They weren't the regular garlics. It's bothering me way too much that is wet. I will take a plastic cutting board from the cabinet. But yeah, the regular garlics at the store, they didn't look good. They look like they would have a lot of rotten parts to them. Oh, hello there, Seiyuki. Bread stream, just what I need at nighttime before going to bed. Aha! It's been a while, how have you been? But yeah, I'm making some sourdough bread. I also have another dough coming in here because I wanted to have some dough making. This is you have to kind of overnight these kind of doughs. So I'm also making some lentil soup though. I'm starting to cut up the vegetables and stuff for that. Right. Right, 7 minutes until I take the lid off the bread. Yes. The sourdough bread is first 20 minutes with a lid on and then 20 minutes with the lid off. That's how it works. I will need something to put the cut vegetables in. And I think a glass thingy like this is the perfect thing for that. Yes. Just waiting for a new PC for me to stream soon. Ooh, what kind of a PC are you getting? Like, are you waiting for the delivery or are you still saving up for it? Also, welcome in Kamuslapa. Welcome, welcome. I'm actually not sure. I'm streaming also to the shorts feed. I'm not sure which one's chat that is. I have no clue. Oh well. If it is the shorts feed, there is also a landscape mode stream on my channel there on YouTube. Also, what kind of stuff do you plan on streaming? If you don't mind me asking and interrogating. Oh, I'm not a big fan of peeling onions. They don't hurt my eyes. I just don't like how the peels are. They crumble everywhere. It's such a messy vegetable to peel. And then it makes the cutting board like full of the peels fragments as well. Just stream PC and waiting for money to buy it. Fair enough. Fair enough. I have two PCs set up. One of them has, which is my main gaming sort of PC. It's got a 3070 Ti and i5-10400F. And then my stream PC has a 1660 Ti and hold on, Ryzen 5 2600, yes, and a Elgato 4K 60 Pro. Which, by the way, I figured out the cause of yesterday's crackling audio in the Oddworld stream. Apparently, the Elgato was falling behind, like it was falling out of sync. So OBS would just keep putting it into buffer, the audio from it, and eventually it ran out of buffer space. So that apparently caused the issue, and I tried to fix it. I don't know if it's fixed yet. I guess only time will tell. But I read somewhere that it's better to have it as a separate audio source in the settings for the capture card. I also changed all the interface formats to match within that computer, because that was suggested as well as being good practice. Gotta love the single clove garlic. It's a absolute dream to peel. Oh no. Right as I said that, this one is not round enough to use that technique. Mine would have the 4070 graphics card. Ooh! That is powerful. That is very powerful. And good storage too. I wish I could say I have good storage. Well, I have a fairly good SSD on my main PC, but everything else is just the bottom of the bin, cheapest stuff. Which is very apparent from the fact that ever since I bought the better SSD, surprisingly that 2 terabyte SSD has gotten full before my previous 500 gigabyte SSD. Ooh. Ooh, it's almost time to actually take the lid off. We can also catch a peek at the bread so far. Watch it be like pitch black. Just full of smoke. Oh, 45 seconds now. I can already take it out since Oh. It is looking good so far. It is looking good. Ah. 20 more minutes in the oven without the lid. My current PC is just not fit for streaming. Like, I can't even play like newer games. Oh yeah, streaming definitely has a fair bit of a impact on performance. I mean, nowadays it's not quite as bad as way back in the day when you had to use like a CPU to render the stream. Not render, encode the stream. Nowadays, pretty much all graphics cards have separate encoding chips, but it does still have some effect. Like it will use up more VRAM than just playing games. It will still have to like render all the graphic stuff on your OBS and stuff. why I didn't start the timer. There we go. With Mother's Day coming up this Sunday, at least in Finland, those are the kind of those are holidays that are very different between different countries, it seems. But maybe I should speaking. Maybe I should bake my mom a sourdough bread as a gift. Yes. If this one turns out good, I'll have the knowledge to be able to do it. Remember I built my stream PC, like the 2 PC setup, when I bought more memory for my main PC. So I had at that point I had pretty much in terms of my used parts, I had a full PC. I just had to buy a cheap used motherboard and CPU and then the capture card, and that's pretty much it. So it ended up being very cheap for me to do the 2 PC setup, and it allows me to stream like VR games and stuff without any lag at all, unless my main PC is lagging in the game itself. I want to stream because I have a body that easily gets sick. Streaming is the only thing I can do. That's why I chosen these streaming things. Oh yeah, that sounds like streaming could be a good hobby. And I've liked streaming quite a lot. I have liked this. I mean, I am still going after 4 years, so of course I like it. Why would I if I hated this? Why do people make fake rescue videos? I don't know, Flaming Ice Dragon. I mean, probably gets them views easily, so they pretty much do it just for that. Though it is a bit morally wrong to do videos like that, right? I really need to... Maybe I could get... I don't know if you can use Restream bot without using a Restream, because that could be an easy way to get the chat relay working. Oh, the smell of bread. It is quite amazing right here. I can't wait. And then once it comes out the oven, I will still have to wait an hour for it to cool down. Very bothersome, very bothersome. Carrots. I need carrots. I want to put a bit more carrots than the recipe calls for. Especially these are very small carrots. For some reason, I'll put 3. I'll put 3 carrots in my soup. Right, I already tweeted it out and stuff, but I had completely forgotten that next week I start working evening shifts again every other week, so there's gonna be some changes to the streaming schedules. On my morning shift weeks I will do streams at this time, still. But when I'm working evening shift, I think I will probably I will try to do a stream every Sunday leading up to the My brain is not working. Every Sunday leading up to the evening shift week, yes. And then the evening shift week Saturday as well at this normal kind of standard time. And then some morning streams, but probably those only on YouTube, so that people don't lose their stream streaks on Twitch. I was thinking that could be a good strategy, and of course I will keep it in the way that I used to have it as well, where the games that I stream on mornings are different from what I stream on afternoons. At least in terms of stuff with a story that people might want to follow. I get what you mean. Streaming do look fun. I also love just playing games and streaming it. Yeah. If you get people to watch and chat with you, it is definitely a very nice and chill hobby. I mean, it is not monetarily rewarding for most people. Like I've been going for 4 years, and I have spent probably closer to 2,000 euros for all the stuff. And what have I gotten back is probably 200 euros in Twitch payouts. So it is not a gold mine. It is definitely not a gold mine. Still better returns than with gambling, though. The Ice Dragon has ice power, but also kitchen magic. Yes, I am the Chef Dragon. Oh, have you seen Flaming Ice Dragon? Have you seen my YouTube thumbnail for this stream? Hold on, I will attempt to find it. View your channel. Yes. Watch. Yes. Isn't that cute? Look, there's the other one on the shorts feed as well. Is that still facing the correct direction? Because I don't know. There we go. Yeah. Now it's a bit more visible. Dragon Jeff hat. That's cute. I know, right? I've been getting good ideas for the thumbnails. At least I got a headphone with a mic now. I mostly would do game stuff. What kind of games do you like playing? A headset with a microphone can definitely be a good starting point. It is affordable and easy to set up. But eventually going with a standalone microphone is definitely a thing to possibly look into. The quality is just completely different. And you can do a lot with just changing out settings in software as well for microphone quality, like using equalizers to get rid of bad if there's something like a hum within the microphone. You can try to get rid of that with just an equalizer. Though it takes a lot of time to set those things up. I play too much games, but I do love Persona games. Oh, I never actually played Persona games. Aren't they kind of what kind of games are they again? Is it like a JRPG? I do have liked some JRPG games, so maybe Persona could be something that I would enjoy. Oh, Flaming Ice Dragon put a top hat on me. Did I? Oh, again with the rose. Maybe I need to make it more rare. Maybe I need to make it 1 in 5 chance to get the rose. Don't know why someone would cook with a top hat. Because I want to be very fancy. Mm-mm-mm. 9 more minutes on the bread, then I'll check if it's done. Do you have to soak these? Surely not. Oh yeah, just boil, yeah. I mean, the recipe would have probably said something about that. Turn-based RPG, and yeah. Oh! Sounds like it could be a game to try out at some point. Oh, I almost forgot. I will have to do a bit of work with this. Add the salt. And oil. Where is my olive oil? It's right that way. Oh, my tomatoes are very grown. Is it gonna get into freezing temperatures still? I don't know. Yeah, that much is good. How good or bad are you with horror games? I absolutely love horror games. I am always looking for as scary as possible horror games. I've been playing through the Silent Hill games recently. This week, on Friday, I will start Silent Hill 3. Right, you kind of just do some stretches. I think yesterday on stream I actually mentioned about doing stretches on dough. This is what I meant with that. You don't want to work the dough too much. Otherwise you don't get those big bubbles in there. It ends up the gluten becomes too strong and stuff like that. You don't want that for sourdough if you want those big bubbles. So every half an hour or hour, a couple of times, you fold the dough, and eventually it has come together, and it's ready for cold proofing. Yeah. Did you need milk to make bread? You could use milk as a liquid for bread. I don't know about sourdough bread, but with milk, it kind of changes the texture a little bit. Milk will make it a bit more cake-like in texture. Just like if you add some sugar, it will also make it more cake-like in texture. If you add too much salt, it will make the dough very tough, and you will get very dense bread. There's a lot of chemistry going on with baking like that you have to take into account when you're making stuff. I'm bad at it. However, I don't scream whenever a jump scare happen, but my mouse would fly away because I flinched instead. Ah, sometimes I scream. If I'm playing horror games drunk, then I scream. Then I scream. But I like to say that I do really well. I don't get scared, but I get got by jump scares very easily. I'm very jumpy nowadays. I would say a couple of years ago, I was still just like that. I wouldn't get. Damn. Maybe there's some flour in the air. I wouldn't get jump scared easily, but nowadays it's a completely different story. I guess I've gotten old. But I'm still not old. Well, that came from the music. I was like, what is keep making that kind of a sound? There was like a whooshing sound. I was like, huh? Something leaking? Is there a leaking pipe? The bread is looking so good right there. Do I want to put some fresh tomato in the soup as well? I think I will. 1 or 2. Maybe just 1, since it is already gonna get crushed tomatoes. Oh, this one is rotten. The RAF tomatoes. British Air Force's tomatoes. No. I know that this is like an heirloom kind. Something like that. It's a bit more flavorful than regular tomatoes. I'm being honest, I don't like ghost stuff. Oh, then you must not be a big fan of Phasmophobia. I haven't played Phasmophobia in over a year, I think. I think the last time I played was it the one of the collabs with Aranaya, probably. There, now I got some good amount of vegetables for myself there for the soup. Maybe I should move to the the lid is very hot still. There we go. I guess that's cast iron for you. Let's move on over to the stove. What? There, I think that's good. Can I move it a bit closer? There we go. That's perfect. Definitely not a fire hazard. Having a cardboard box over. Well, it's not really over the stovetop. I am in the horror game. Give me weapons. Huh. Even for Amnesia Bunker, huh? Oh. Okay, let's see if the bread is done. I think I'll leave it in there for an extra 10. That's probably gonna be what we need. Get some olive oil. And a tool. Then I'll need to start getting out some spices. I thought I had some bay leaves. Ah, yeah. I have big thing of bay leaves actually. Look, I think this was on sale when I bought it. Still, like, Fears to Fathom is a good horror game as well. Yeah, those are... I loved those when I played them. They were really good. Right. I don't know what I was looking at there. Some space cumin, aka cumin. I have some coriander somewhere. Ah, yes, coriander seeds. Does coriander seeds taste like coriander? I don't know, there's barely any taste to that. I know this is late, but cool thumbnails, I like it. Ah, thanks! I did this yesterday. The chef hat was an asset from someone called Dino. The link is in the description. And the dragon itself is one of my Twitch emotes, actually. Chipotle, paprika. Right. Crushed tomatoes are needed in a bit as well, so I might get it ready there. Toast the spices for a little bit, not too long though, so that they don't burn. But... Perfect. I didn't end up. I didn't end up sautéing the vegetables at all, or what is the word? I don't know. Roasting them, yes. Whatever. Cool. Yeah, it's there's actually 2 avatars actively in use. There's Twitch redeems to be able to change between them. But I like both. I have the newer human model and then this dragon one. They're both equally loved by me. Alright, lentils. About the desolator. There we go. Maybe it could use a tiny bit more water. Then some stock cubes. Oh, thank you. I'd be sneezing a lot. I guess it's the allergy season right now, so. What? The dragon is more adorable than the human, though. Indeed. Indeed it is. A bit of salt is needed, actually, as well. I don't want to put too much, though. That much to start. Then I can later on add more. Once I taste it. Once the stock cubes have dissolved. All right. I believe the bread is done. I do also change my VTuber avatar a lot, despite I haven't streamed yet. Ah, I see. Interesting. Yeah, it's definitely done. Let me test it with temperature. Oh yeah. Do I take it on a cooling rack? I do actually have one. Let me put the music back on. I mean, if I left it in the cast iron thing, it would end up probably burning eventually. How am I gonna do this? I will need a tool. Oh, that sounds very hollow. I am excited for that bread. Bread and soup, nice combo. Yeah, I wanted to do a soup since I was doing bread. And it seems like the lentil soup might end up being a pretty good pairing with this. Ouch. Had to whip out a large ice cube. I accidentally burned a part of my finger. I guess as an ice dragon I'm weak to fire. Ah, that feels good. It's only like the top part there. Accidentally touched the top of the oven. I can say it was quite hot. I like garlic bread and soup, mushroom soup. Ooh, garlic bread would be tasty. Though I imagine that this sourdough bread is gonna be quite the tasty treat as well. Alright, 1 hour from now and then the bread is ready to be sliced. Unfortunately, I don't actually have any proper bread knives. Oh well, a chef's knife works just as well. Alright, let me taste that water, the salt levels and stuff. Another one, the hard lentil from there. Definitely more chipotle. But I do think, apart from that, it's pretty good. Oh, did you actually... You didn't see the bread, did you? I can just turn it. Whoa! Look at that! That looks absolutely fantastic, right? I just wish my knife would have been sharper so that the top would have opened up a little more, but it still worked out pretty nicely. Yo, what are you cooking? I'm cooking sourdough bread, as you can see there, and some red lentil soup. I've never had sourdough before. What does it taste like? It's like a bread, but with a bit of a fermented flavor. It's like very strong flavored bread, and it's got like large bubbles inside. So it's like how they made bread back in the day before industrial yeast was invented. Like you pretty much use natural yeast and stuff for it to making a sourdough starter, which has a natural yeast and it's got like lactic bacteria, like what does lacto fermentation for fermented pickles and stuff. The same stuff. That's where it gets a bit of the sour taste. This is actually the first time I ever make sourdough bread. It worked out quite well considering that. Like, it sounds super hollow. It sounds insanely hollow. Can't wait to see what it looks like inside, but you can't cut it until it's cooled down enough. Since otherwise it's gonna end up with bad texture inside. I'm from Asia, that's why I'm curious about it. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, there are some big differences in the culinary cultures between Europe and Asia. Though fermented vegetables are fairly common in Asia, aren't they? Like stuff like kimchi and that all stuff. I'll have this without the lid actually. I actually read a news article since there's been like a military exercise going on in Finland where there's been like soldiers from different countries. Reindeer, there was a British sergeant major or something like that who was being interviewed by the news, and he had really liked reindeer. He had really liked that, and I gotta say, reindeer is one of the best meats. It just is very expensive. It's not something you would eat every day, even though flavor-wise I could eat reindeer stew every day, but I can't afford it. Hell, I can't even afford eating beef every day. I eat a lot of pork and chicken because it's just cheaper. No, I do love all of those meats. Not a big fan of lamb. I don't like lamb meat. It's got some kind of an off taste to me. What time is it? Maybe I should do another fold on the other dough. Whoa. There's a lot of stuff here. Let me adjust things. Lamb or chewy? Yeah, it is. It is a bit tougher than most other meats. That's one thing I like about pork and chicken. I mean, with pork, there's pork just has so much fat that you can just cook it for ages, and then it just ends up being insanely tender. And chicken in itself is extremely tender. You're gonna have to mess up very hard if you mess up chicken. Though I remember buying chicken from Lidl, and it was tough. I don't know how that's possible. Probably some kind of stress-grown chicken, like super industrial farming type stuff. There we go. Doing this is pretty messy, but I guess it's worth the mess once you get the end product. By the way, get this cool Moomin character here, Nipsu, taking care of my dough. You love pork as well, like fried pork or one in soup. That is very good. Oh, grilled pork, absolutely fantastic. And the pulled pork, like smoked pulled pork, extremely good. Pork ribs on the smoker, that's my favorite food. And I had some ribs. I had some ribs last weekend. I was at my brother's place, and we made some smoked ribs. It was very tasty. Smoked ribs, some chicken, some corn. That was on the menu, and some tzatziki. Tzatziki is actually one of my favorite foods as well. I've been wanting to, since I have some olive wood for smoking. I've been meaning to make like a sort of Mediterranean style meat stuff like skewers maybe in the smoker, then some then some I said it, tzatziki, yes. Tzatziki with that, and maybe some potatoes with some Mediterranean herbs. I think that could be a really nice food. Maybe invite some of my friends over to eat. I wish I could do barbecue streams, but I just I already know that if I went out to the yard, my neighbor would instantly come when I'm streaming and be like, "Oh, what a nice day here in this exact location." it would happen like that. Though I guess that would be one kind of content. I'm not sure my vertical stream like the YouTube short stream. It seems like it might be experiencing some problems. Oh yeah, it's like frozen. Maybe I need to restart it. Well, I can't. I can't, it seems. Okay. Oh well. As long as these work, that's fine. It was a fun idea, though. That would be cool, but I guess you do have to look around so you wouldn't make any problem. Yeah. It would definitely draw some attention if someone is out there with a camera out on the yard. Maybe a video, maybe doing videos. Maybe that could work. Upload some barbecue videos to YouTube, but apart from that, I don't think it would work as a stream. Oh, the soup is coming along super nicely. My monster is almost empty. Everything works as long as you got the horrible dragon snout on the side. Yeah, especially with the VTubing setup, it would look very odd to the passersby, because I got this on. That would look super weird to anyone looking. Still gotta wait. What do? I did the fold. Next fold is gonna be in half an hour or so. A little less than a half an hour. 15 minutes until the next dough fold. I guess I could feed the starter. Am I gonna make anything tomorrow out of sourdough? I don't know. I can feed it anyways. Have it ready in the fridge, because there is such a small amount now. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. There we go, perfect. Only went over by 1 milliliter. I would say that's a success. Then I'll need something to mix it with. A fork works the best. I wonder, what about a sourdough cake dough? Would that work? Actually, I think you use right, for cake you use baking soda, right? Right. Gotta not put that lid on too tight, otherwise it might explode. I would definitely do horror stream when I started streaming. The drawback is me having not able to sleep at night. Oof. I like horror games. Some of my absolute favorite horror games are the Penumbra series. Those are really nice. Of course, the Amnesia, apart from Rebirth. Love those. Outlast, of course, another classic. I've been liking Silent Hill. I've been liking those a lot. What else? Alien Isolation as well. That was a scary horror game, and it's also cool with the mechanics. The alien actually hears your microphone input, so gotta be quiet when you're hiding. No more monster. Still do it with friends is better. I guess horror games with friends would be nice. I will be playing Dying Light with Xele this Saturday. No, Sunday. Yeah, it was Sunday. But I don't think that's necessarily really a horror game. More of just a shooter game. Or an action game, yeah. That's the word I was looking for. Alright, the soup is coming along pretty nicely. Bread is waiting. And I am starving. Such a sad moment. I'm not a big fan of burning my fingers. I cannot recommend that. It won't hurt anymore tomorrow, but today is ruined because of that. Nah, it's not that bad, but I like Dying Light. I finish it, I remember. Oh, I've had it in my library for the longest time. Just haven't gotten around to playing it. We played a lot of SCP Secret Lab with VTubers recently. That's a fun game to play with if you have a group of people for it. Lots of fun moments have come out of that. Let me move this here so that you have something to look at. Beautiful bread. Let me get rid of some of the flour. That looks... I want to eat it already! Katana is a good weapon in the game, by the way. Ooh, I'll keep that in mind. Is it kinda... I guess you have to loot the weapons, like you have to find them. It's kinda like that. A bit similar to Left 4 Dead. I somehow have some kind of a memory that it would be like that. Although I haven't played it, but whenever I have bought it, I watched the trailer. Oh! Game Gateway! Welcome in! Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? Stream Racer. Nice! I'm out here. Look at this fantastic bread that I made. I have to wait for it to cool down, otherwise the texture will be messed up when I got into it, but doesn't that look amazing? Like, it turned out so nice. It's just, I also got some lentil soup coming up here. I'm gonna be eating a very hearty meal today. But yeah, welcome in, raiders. Hi Stan. I am KarlWyn, a Finnish Ice Dragon VTuber who does cooking streams, horror game streams, and adventure game streams. Yes, that is what I do. I am also multi-streaming to YouTube, in case you wonder when I talk to imaginary people. I'm not a psycho, I swear. I don't see little green men. Also, there is a weapon called Excalibur in the game. You can find it in the first area in the game. Is it the legendary sword, or is it just a weapon called that? Like a gun? Are you still playing Abe's Odyssey? Yeah, I will. Though I don't know when I'm gonna continue it, since I just remembered that next week I will be working evening shift. I'm going back to my old shift work schedule, so it might be a little ways off until the next Apes Odyssey stream, unfortunately. But I will start doing some morning streams. I don't know what games.
Yeah,
Ouch.
boy.
Thank you for the follow. Why did I get gems thrown at me? What happened? I don't have it set up that way. That was a very hard follow there. It's Ice Dragon with wings that are beautiful on a dragon. A game gateway, 3 watch streak. Nice. But yeah, the morning streams will probably be YouTube only, so that people don't lose those streaks. My bad, I didn't need to throw gems at you. Nah, I feel like the gems came from somewhere. They probably fell from the ceiling. And as a dragon, I do love the gems as well, so... My favorite weapon in the game is just hands. Ouch! Well, no game gateway is coming in for seconds with the gems there. It's the gems from Spyro, by the way. It's gonna be like probably 20 minutes. I don't even remember at what time I took the bread out. But you do have to wait for it to cool down, otherwise the texture will get messed up. It will collapse. But yeah, I haven't thought of what I'm gonna be streaming on next week's morning streams. I could get the RuneScape membership again and continue the quest grind. I have been not playing RuneScape ever since I started doing only morning shift at the start of the year. So that could be one option. Or I could play through the Halo games. I've been wanting to play them again. So Halo is another option then. I'm gonna have to think about it. But I will not play the same games on morning streams that I play on afternoon streams, so that people don't miss any content. What kind of bread is this? This is sourdough bread. It's the first sourdough bread I ever made, actually. And here is my sourdough starter. I just fed it. I'm gonna have to wait for it to be done. I will probably, since Sunday's Mother's Day, I will probably bake a sourdough bread for my mom as a gift. Since this turned out pretty nicely. I think. I haven't cut into it, so I don't know what it looks like on the inside, but judging by the hollow sound that it makes, I think it turned out pretty nicely. Halo Reach or other Halo, all the Halo games. Starting from the first one, Combat Evolved. I do like Reach the most though. That is a good one. Yeah, sourdough. And I've got a sourdough pizza dough coming together here. I'm gonna eat some pizza later this week on Friday. Tomorrow I'll still have probably some soup left over, so I can eat some soup tomorrow. I love pizza and sourdough pizza. I mean, combining two things together always works pretty nicely, right? Double nice. Soup and bread is an underrated meal. It is. It's starting to get a bit warm outside, so it's starting to be the last times when it makes sense to do such a warming meal like that. I mean, bread, of course, you can eat, but I don't like soups at summertime. They just warm you up way too much. It's like winter is the time for soups and stews. Summer is time for something a bit lighter. Which for stew, regardless of weather. I mean, something like a, what's the word? Long simmered beef stew with a bit of tomato and a bit of like bird's eye chilies. Like you put one bird's eye chili in there with it and let it stew for hours on end. That's a hard thing to beat. Have it with a bit of rice. We played Skyrim before. I have not actually played Skyrim. I've been meaning to play Skyrim. I have played Oblivion. And I liked Oblivion, and I liked Morrowind as well. Yes, that's the game. I'm running through the Oblivion remake at the moment. Oh yeah, I think you mentioned it before. How's it treating you? Oblivion is such a classic game. I remember back in elementary school, my friend was absolutely obsessed with Oblivion. I hadn't played before, and he invited me over to his house, and we played Oblivion. And I liked it back then as well. Then years later, I bought Oblivion for myself and played it. I have played Oblivion too. I like the old one, not the remaster. Oh yeah, I haven't got the remaster. It's I mean, since I have the old one, so I can just play that. But I will have to get Skyrim. I don't think I have bought Skyrim. Though my brother has it. I think my brother has it on console. I don't know if he has the disc version though. If he does, then I can just borrow it from him. I remember I made overpower summons. Oh. Yeah, Oblivion is kind of the game where it kind of got way better with the mechanics. Morrowind is a kind of a nightmare for a casual player. There's so much flour on the bread. But yeah, Morrowind is a kind of a nightmare for a casual player. Is the quest log in that doesn't keep track of really any locations or anything. So in your quest log, you will just see, if you don't start doing a quest right off the bat, you will just see something like, there's a couple of bandits in a cave north of here, and then you're like, okay, where is here? When you've moved like across the map and you start doing the quests. So it takes a lot more thought to play Morrowind, but I still like the Morrowind as well. And I didn't finish it though, because it was just a bit much it was a bit much to play. What time is it? Oh, I think it is time to make another fold on my pizza dough here. The actual reason why I wanted to start doing sourdough was because I've been chasing large bubbles in pizza crust for the longest time, and I think this might be the way that I will finally achieve that. I think it's gonna be one more stretch, and then it is ready for the cold proofing in the fridge over 2 days. Aren't Morrowind is larger world than Skyrim and Oblivion? Is it? Is Morrowind's world larger? I'm not actually entirely sure about that. Let's see. Every Elder Scrolls game ranked by map size. Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. About 16 kilometers of player pool space. Skyrim 37 kilometers. No. Skyrim and Oblivion are larger. Daggerfall is the one with the massive map. Daggerfall has I think Daggerfall's map is like the size of Britain. It would take, without fast travel, it would take forever to beat Daggerfall. I'm gonna head out, but have a good rest of the stream, man. Thank you once again for the raid, Game Kid. We hope you have a wonderful rest of the week. And I hope your lunch is good, Stan. And have a nice work day. Bye-bye. Yeah. I figured you might have been confused between them. The soup might be done. Yep, I believe so. First things first. I will need to wash my knife. Oh, actually, before I cut that, let me take a picture of it. There we go. Nice. Oh, Stan is called Mac. Confusing things. Confusing things. Okay. Ah, I'm nervous. How did this turn out? I really wish I had a serrated knife. Oh, the bottom is very, very hard to get through. All right. Oh, that looks decent. I guess it was still a bit too warm. But I'd say that's pretty nice. That's gonna be my bread to have with the soup right now. One finishing touch right here. For the soup. That's well enough in frame. Just a bit of olive oil there. Yes. That looks very nice. It's probably like 1,000,000 degrees hot. But let's see, how does the sourdough bread taste? That is very good bread. That is extremely good bread. Amazing. Let's see the lentil soup. A bit of carrot as well. Very tasty, very tasty. Then let's dip the bread there. Get all the different combinations. Yeah, maybe I gotta start doing a soup like this more often. This is fantastic. This is fantastic in terms of flavor. All right. So we got our bread done, soup done, pizza dough done. Am I done? I don't know. Guess we'll see. Right. Anyways, next stream is gonna be on Friday, and it's gonna be Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 2. The stream will start around the same time as today's stream, so look forward to that. Next cooking stream, possibly on one of the mornings next week on YouTube, of course. As I said, the morning streams will only be on YouTube so that people don't lose their Twitch streaks just because I stream at a weird time. But yeah, I will say thank you ever so much for watching to the people of YouTube. We shall see again in a couple of days, and I will go and look for people to raid on Twitch. Thank you and good night.